What's up, fellas? Today I'm going to be talking to you about a concept, but I'm also going to give you concrete exercises that you can use to crush really bad habits. I get this theory from the book Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, who was a concentration camp survivor. He's a psychoanalyst, the originator of logotherapy. But I've applied it and used my own methods with health coaching clients to defeat bad habits. And it really can give you control over certain situations where you're feeling powerless. So it's also a method of how we say confronting the shadow in the Carl Jung, the Jungian sense. So basically, works like this. So if you have a binge eating problem where you crush a whole package of Oreos in one sitting or in one night, then how you use this technique is picturing yourself and really visualizing yourself like in the worst case scenario after binge eating. So that would be like rolled over on your stomach swelled out to hell like this, like a freaking wild boar, and just miserable, like that Thanksgiving full where you can't even move. It's not a good feeling. So if you do that, it's gonna become so ridiculous and actually funny that it plants something in your subconscious that the next time you're tempted to do it, you'll automatically just start laughing, and you'll kind of remember that even though it's not technically a memory, it didn't happen in reality, your brain really can't tell the difference between the two. Another thing that I've coached on before and could be a very common bad habit would be drinking too much. So I'm sure you've never done this before, right? Where you say, I'm just gonna have one or two drinks, or even, a couple drinks out with the boys, and time keeps rolling. It's 10, 11, 12, 1, and by the end of the night, you've had who knows how many drinks, 11, 12, 13, and you are just shit-faced. And you're like, man, I told myself I was only gonna have 1 to 2 drinks, what gives? So in this scenario, you can use this exercise. You already know where I'm going with this, and this might feel a little cheesy, it might feel a little corny, but it works. Like that night that you're going out, and let's say you've done that 2 or 3 times in a row, before you go out, you can picture yourself in that shitty scenario, like the night of, maybe throwing up, really feeling bad, or the next day where that's happening too. So you exaggerate it, really exaggerate it, and take it as far as you possibly can in your mind, and then make it hilarious, make it ridiculous. And then it's kind of takes care of itself. You're taking preemptive action to where you don't have to exercise willpower, which is limited for all of us, or discipline. It's highly overrated. Instead, you can kind of just trick your brain. Caveat to this, if you have really bad habits and they're happening fairly consistently, obviously you want to get to the root and get to the core of the issue, and why are you doing certain things, and that is important. But you can also just realize that they're not serving you, they're not helping you, and you can leave them in the rear view and just use techniques to get rid of it. Then you can deal with the underlying issue. It doesn't have to be the other way around. Deal with the underlying issue and then get rid of the habit. So these are just little hacks and tactics that you can use, and you can apply this to literally anything, and this is like tried and true. These are tried and true methods. So I hope this helps you and you use it, and I'll see you next time. Woo!